I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Do my best share. Lost my voice. I wonder why. Could it be the stinker in the MetLife? Could it have been 4 for 6 for 0 yards? Technically -8. Could it have possibly have been some of the mismanagement by Brian Dable? Why the hell are you going 4 for 2? I mean, seriously. What the fuck were you thinking? What was the I know you're gonna sit there and tell me, well, you know what it is, Tim. I'm gonna say what is it? It's the odds. You gotta play the odds. This place and the Giants have become a dumpster fire again. Another dumpster fire. One more time. I wish we were a clown show, doctor. I wish we were a clown show. But we aspire to be a clown show. Clowns are laughing at us because at this point in time, we want to be a clown show. It's one of those questions people ask me, when do you see this franchise winning again? And I hearken back to the day that we signed that Daniel Jones contract. And the first thing I said to people is, this contract is going to be an albatross for this team. And everyone kept telling me, Tim, you don't know what you're talking about. There's a 3-year out, 2-year out, and we're out of this fucking deal. And I said, well, that's great. But you got to get to the 3-year out. And the 3-year out is still going to cost you money. We saw what happened in 2023. People are going to talk about, well, look how much better he did in the second half. The coaching staff had zero confidence in him in the first half, which is why we threw the ball 6 times. 4 for 6 for 0 yards. And I got to hear how he came back big time. I saw someone posting on Twitter, what a great throw with Theo Johnson. One of the best throws in his illustrious career. So Theo Johnson had to go backwards and pirouette to get the pass. It's not that it wasn't a great pass or a great catch by Theo Johnson. No. It was a great play by Daniel Jones. 2-7. We predicted 2-7. We sat here before the start of the season on a live stream and went down every game going up to the Carolina game. And I kept telling people back in the day, I don't think the Carolina game is going to be a cakewalk. Everyone kept telling me, you know what you're talking about. And I said, no, we're going to be 2-7. It's a 5-win team. And I busted out the calendar again. I'm seeing maybe 3 wins. So you're looking at a 5-12 team. And I'm giving them the Saints game. I'm giving them the Carolina game. And I forget what the other game I'm giving them. But I don't know. It just harkens to the fact that you aspire for the 70s now. Giants are so god-awful in the 70s. We now aspire to be in the 70s. I don't understand what's going on, Brian Dable. My mind crush has more than gone away now. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know. I don't see enthusiasm. Tay Banks. Banks just looks lost. Adoree Jackson looked lost at times. The secondary looked lost at times. You don't generate that pass rush. I keep saying this to people over and over again. We're going to run into something. Brian Dable saw what he wanted in Jaden Daniels. Yeah, we saw what we wanted in Daniel Jones, which was garbage. And I don't think the Washington team is a 7-2 team. I think the Washington team is more like the Giants were in 2023. Lucky to be 7-2. Except the difference is they have a good quarterback. You know what? I have to laugh. I believe Jaden Daniels had no sacks yesterday. Who's the offensive line coach over in Washington? I forget. He used to be a Giant. Oh, Bobby Johnson's over there. Rob Zombie's over there. Tyrone Tracy, 16 carries for 96 yards, or 69 yards. Saquon Barkley looking like Superman in Philadelphia, helping the Eagles will to another win. So glad you can't have a $45 million quarterback handing off to a $12 million running back. No, because that's what they have. Over in Philadelphia. 157 carries, 925 yards for Saquon Barkley. 6 touchdowns. Had another receiving touchdown yesterday as well. So I'm sure glad we don't have those yards. Why the fuck would we need those? We don't need the Xavier McKinney 6 interceptions. It's just no fun to go to the games anymore. I always think of the scene from Remember the Titans. Football is fun. Fun, sir. How fun is football now? Zero fun. Zero fun, sir. Zach can type a big old super chat. Can we stop the analytics already? This team, ugh. Joe Shane is an analytics guy. Brian Dable's an analytics guy. You know, there used to be this thing called feel. Head coaches had a feel for the game. Good head coaches do. And the older head coaches now still do. And a lot of the younger guys rely on analytics. It's like baseball. It's truly like baseball. It's truly like baseball now. There was no need to go into it. There was no need to go for that 2-point conversion. The mismanagement of the clock is just god awful. I don't know what else to say. When I lived through the 70s, I was a young kid. I was a young buck. Excuse me. I was a young buck in the 70s, so I didn't know any better. I knew it was bad. I knew Andy Robustelli was bad. I knew the coaching staff was bad. I knew everything was bad. But I didn't know any better. Now I know better. It's time to clean house. It's time to get a big fucking broom. Mr. Hartman says, I heard someone say in the video today that yesterday's game was a bad day for Daniel Jones haters before he rattled off with a handful of stats, and I'm thinking, did she not watch the first half? I'm going to say it's either Grandma Giant, what's her name, Patricia Trainer, or I'm going to say it's Giant Girl. Just say who it is. Anyone saying Daniel Jones hater is either a Mara works for the front office or is a casual fan. What's up, Greg? Everything's going good. T-Dog is in the house. Don't forget to hit them likes or a homer. You're right. Tim Stuffy, like he's sick of the. I am sick of the Giants. 100%. Excuse me. 100% sick of the Giants. I don't feel great, but I had to come on the mic because I am so perplexed, and befuddled by this team. We all know they're not good. We all know they're a collection of talent. We all know that they're not pieced together well. And we all know they were going to, and I don't even know why I'm shocked, because we said they were going to be 2-7 at this point. We predicted it. We may not have gotten the games right in the order, but we predicted it. Mr. Matumbo says, salute, Tim. When should the Giants give Tracy the bag? I'm not going to answer that. What a total clown show it is. Razzle the Great says, Tim, we're tanking, but the professional way. I don't understand your philosophy of running the ball as much as you did in the first half, then relying on the passing game in the second half. And we've said this a million times before. When you think you are the smartest guy in the room, you're kind of not. And I think that's what Dable does at times. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to think it because I was a Dable supporter. But I honestly don't think Brian Dable's a good head coach. I don't. He's in season 3. And you would think by season 3, he would understand 2-point conversions, timeouts, time management. I'm not even sure he's a good offensive coordinator outside of having Josh Allen. I don't think he's a good head coach anymore. Winning changes nothing for this franchise. We did not learn in 2022. No, we didn't. This is an embarrassment. Team and organization. Oh, I agree, Evan. Everyone has the bright side. We have the best quarterback need to tank. You're 4 for 6 for 0 yards and a touchdown. And technically, you're negative 8 yards in the passing game in the first half. 4 for 6, 0 yards, negative 8. When he got walloped for that fumble, I was watching the game with my wife, and I said, he's going to get wrecked. He doesn't even see him. She's like, what are you, a savant? You called that play. Because when I saw him come around the corner, I could see Daniel Jones felt nothing. He didn't have any self-preservation. Like, maybe I should try to figure out not to get myself killed. He had 0 self-preservation. None whatsoever. And I'm tired. I'm tired of people making excuses for him. I'm tired of us sitting there trying to find new ways to lose. Jaden Daniels, the only rookie quarterback in the modern Super Bowl era to beat the New York Giants twice in a season. We got beat twice by a rookie quarterback. We're 0 for the division. Let's just go for 2 every time. I agree. And then I love it because people are like, well, the problem is you don't have a kicker. You don't have a kicker you trust. You had a couple weeks to go out and find a fucking kicker. You could go get a kicker. It's okay. Nobody's stopping you from bringing in competition. Oh, no, the salary cap precludes you. Tim, is it April yet? I wish it was. Michael says, Tim, time to fire everyone. This is worse than the clown show. It's not even funny anymore. Belichick has now released Daniel Jones tomorrow. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to. Hold on a minute, everybody. Sorry about that. I don't think Belichick has already bashed the Giants. Why would he want to come here? Why would he want to come here at all? Tim, do you still think we're going to stick with Daniel Jones next year? Have Mara, Shane, and Dave's finally seen the light? I don't think they have. I really don't think they have. Do I think they may attempt to draft a quarterback next year? Sure. But I think Daniel Jones is going to be the bridge. I know. I get it. I know it sucks. It's embarrassing, but do we want out of the cycle of hell? We have been stuck hard, tank harder, in order to get the quarterback to place Daniel Jones. The problem is this. Here's the problem with getting your quarterback. You need someone with the intelligence, because you know what? Nobody gets screwed 5 and 7. You need someone with that intelligence to actually pick the right guy. Joe Shane's philosophy was to re-sign Daniel Jones. That's what his thought process was. In that window into the soul known as Hard Knocks, this is Daniel Jones's year. This is Daniel Jones's year. That will echo through the halls of the Giants head office forever, in my mind. If you extrapolate this season for Daniel Jones, you're looking at a guy that's going to have like 16 touchdowns. Like 16 touchdown passes and 10 interceptions. For the regular season, he's going to be projected 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 3,000 yards. That is a franchise quarterback if I ever saw one. Sup, G family, Mr. Online Boo. You down with OBB? I'm down with OBB. What's up, Daniel? He says, what's up, everyone? Mr. Daryl Smith comes in strong, saying, Tim and Obi family, the best part about running DJ out every Sunday, he gives us the best chance to go to Cam Ward. Yeah. Let's talk about that. Let's give him something to talk about. The Jonesers were going crazy. He had a great game. I don't understand. I don't fucking see it. I don't get it. I don't see it. I don't understand it. I have no philosophy for it. I don't know what the fuck they're watching. We've talked about this before. We've talked about this. Average yard completion is 6.5. League average is 7.5. I think Jaden Daniels was 9.5 yesterday. He has zero blindside awareness. He has zero pocket presence. He has zero understanding or flow or feel for the game. And everyone was like, well, he bowled that guy over into the end zone. So what? I've said it before. And I've said it again. I've been on teams where people are like, when you're winning by 20 and they score a touchdown, bring it down to 14, there's a minute left, you go scoreboard. That's all you say. What has Razzle said? The guys will be in much better place after the draft. Yeah, I keep hearing that too. April is our Christmas. Let's go, Cam Ward. If you're Cam Ward, why would you want to come here? If you are Cam Ward, why wouldn't you pull? Why wouldn't you pull an Eli Manning and say, I ain't fucking going to New York? Doctor says, we've had enough games to not get our future quarterback purgatory. We are almost 10. Malik almost flipped yesterday. Malik Neighbors is done. Some of the shit that he says is worse than OBJ. And this is a guy, 9 games into his career with the Giants? 9 games. And some of the shit he says is worse than what OBJ did. I think Tim's feeling the change. You will see Dable with his quarterback. I hope so. Miss Roberts says, hey, Tim, I don't count these garbage time touchdowns or anything. Jones didn't crack 100 yards till the fourth quarter. Trying to give Jones credit isn't. That's the other thing I don't get. He didn't crack 100 yards to the fourth quarter. And then your defense melted. And I kept telling people over and over again, when we don't get a pass rush, our secondary is going to be bad. And we've seen it over and over again. What's up, big old Mark? What's going on, Mark? Good morning, Tim. Let's go, G-Man family. The issue is sloppiness and blah. That's a great way to put it. It is sloppiness. It is sloppiness. It is not attention to detail. It's not fully understanding your assignments at times. And it's really just the fact that this talent is not very good. Deontay Banks equals another bust. I don't know. I don't think he's a bust. But I think he's heading down towards that direction for this season. Sophomore slump. There's only one thing that is constant over the past 6 years, and he still doesn't know how to throw. Mr. Jackson said, Tim, I love you, Tim, and a few other giant content creators, but this community over the years is just horrible. Dummies influenced by the fan base to endorse losers and create a hostile and divided. I've said this before. We are going nowhere until Daniel Jones goes away. This team is going nowhere. This team literally will still always be divided. You'll have a division in the fan base that you're never going to get rid of until Daniel Jones is gone. Plain and simple. I hear the Giants secondary is cooked when Mark Sanchez on the commentary said out loud, oh no, before Jalen Thompson. You know what's funny? I heard that too. I was like, oh geez, even he's called Charlie. What do you have, Charlie? Do we need to drink German beer? Why don't we? No, we can drink. The Giants should drink German beer. The problem with the Giants is, you know what they're going to end up doing? They're going to drink a light beer. This team is exactly what we want to see in order to get Cam Ward. I agree. You guys can quickly forget Joe Judge incompetence around here. No, I never forget Joe Judge. Clean house. Joe Shane hasn't shown he can build a roster, and Daves is not a good head coach. The team has too many mistakes. And that's the thing. You want to quadruple down on year 4 of this? I mean, really? Really, do we want to quadruple down in year 4? I don't think he is a good head coach. You're right. We are ranked dead last in making 2-point conversions, but let's go for 2. Analytics said that Jones will not win you games, but you still have to pay him. I like that. We have number 8 under center. Isn't that enough reason to kick an extra point? Having number 8 under center should be any reason to go for a field goal. We know this is coming. Like, we know, you know what, Prince? We knew it. We called it. And people are always like, why are you so downtrodden upset about it? You said they were going to be 2-7 at this point in time. You said it. And I'm right. I did say it. But I can't understand. I can't understand why we keep doing this over and over again. I don't know why. Tim, as a season ticket holder, you keep coming back each season, giving the way the franchise has been run. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm in a quandary. I'm in a quandary wrapped in a quagmire about next year. I gotta kind of wait and see where we are draft wise before I even decide. At least the Knicks are good. I know I got the Knicks. Dennis Allen got fired, and here we are. That's the question. If we lose to Carolina, do you then just fire? You don't even fire Brian Daboll. Just leave him in Germany. He's got enough money. He can figure out a way to get back. Take a fucking Uber. Tim, eat something super spicy, the ghost pepper flavored fruit. I need a ghost pepper. I was out with my son and didn't watch the game. I read the headlines that said Jones makes history in first half. Then I actually read it and I wasn't surprised at all. I love that, though, because you're right. People are like, well, he made history. Yeah, 4 for 6, 0, and a touchdown. Total yards passing, -8. Well, he almost saved us. He was close. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. We've said that a million times. I'm sorry I didn't trust a quarterback who doesn't yell out Mike. 0 passing yards in the first half. Jones fangirls are making excuses. I know. I'm sick of them. I am really fucking sick of the fangirls. I am fanboys. I'm really fucking sick of them. Because I forgot who said it a minute ago, but you're right. They are the reason that this fan base is divided because they can't have honesty, integrity about Daniel Jones. They do it for the likes, the clicks, the bleeps, and the boops. They don't do it about honesty. They don't. That's the problem. I took Mucinex. That's why I'm coughing. That's why I'm coughing. I took the Mucinex. We should hire Brian Flores. No. I don't think Brian Flores is going to come here considering he's suing us. No one's considered 5-7 is right. But Joe Judge, gotta look at the tape. We are fine, Tim. We don't need a kicker. Russell Wilson, Saquon Barkley, Evan Ingram, Julian Love, Xavier McKinney. Those guys aren't worth the money. We have cap, you know. Tim, sad to ask you this, but do you think Reese has done a better job than Gettleman? Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, God, yeah. Jerry Reese was the architecture of those drafts in 2007, 2011. Oh, fuck yeah. To Protect says, I think the Giants missed out on the quarterback next year. There's a lot of bad teams. There's going to be a lot of quarterback teams. Pilot says, feel like Daboll is tanking without saying they're tanking. Just keep games close enough. Mr. Bruce, hey, Tim. See the goofy action figure on the 100% box. The Goofy has the same amount of passing yards as DJ had in the first half. I laughed that you say about that because I put that there for the Goof Troop. I actually found that my wife found that in a thrift store. I'm trying to get him a little helmet. Hello, John. Isaiah says, "Good morning, Tim. Do you think the stupid 2-point call? Oh my god, you didn't need to go for 2. I really don't know what to say about Dable. I really don't. Let's play poor for the award. Oh wait, he might just go back to college if we want him. Justin Herbert did it. Justin Herbert was looking at the draft. I'm saying, no shit, I could potentially go to the Giants. I'll go back to school. Go back to Oregon. Because it's always have a nice winter in Oregon. Oh, Tim, no one wants the Giants job. I believe Belichick wants a job to rub it in the Giant fans' faces. The lack of attention to detail definitely falls on Dable. It does. It really does. It's the lack of attention to detail that is now getting to me here. If DJ played in 1920s, he would be an average of 1.5 touchdowns. James Stein said the time has come to clean house with the Giants. We need a new GM, head coach, a new quarterback. Merritt's time to it is time to completely clean house. But I don't think they're going to do that. I really don't think they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to go on that. I wasn't sick till I watched the Giants. You're right. And definitely bad DJ wearing number 8 means God has a sense of humor. He does. Who wins the East? Eagles or Commanders? That's the question. And like I said, I think the Commanders are the 2022 Giants. I don't think they're that great. I don't think they're that good. I think they're a lucky 2-7 that's played bad teams. You play the Giants twice. That's 2 wins right there. Matthew says, "Good morning, Tim. Dropping in the show to appreciation for you and OBB family. I feel better. I just can't talk. I feel a lot better though. DJ supporters are like Biden supporters. Still can't admit they were wrong. I got that right. Clean house. Bill's not coming here. Razzle says, please slap the like button. What do we got here? I'm not actually disgusted with DJ's fanboys today. Disgusted by the people who are lying, being happy about the DJ contract, looking at Christy and Tina. I don't even know what he said, but he probably said something stupid. My wife was like, "You shouldn't do a live stream today." She goes, because you're honest to a fault. She goes, but when you're sick, your honesty goes up to like another fucking level. It's like Spinal Tap. Your honesty goes up to 11. Hang on. But his honesty, it goes to 11. I see the Commander same way. Tim wins bad opponents. Difference is they have their franchise quarterback. You're right. Everyone talks about the GM, the head coach, the owner, and the quarterback. How about the scouts? They are evaluating the talent in the drafts. They have done a bad job. These last 2 drafts, though, they're Shane guys. Let's be honest. They're Shane guys. They take small wins with DJ, but the loss is much greater. In reality, we don't have a staff on this team that could live in reality. Oh, I agree. Doc says, I almost wish they could get inside and look at the hard knocks, see what Joe Shane really is not that smart. Mr. Esquire says, hey, Tim, the team needs to stop experimenting with the front office hires. Get a GM, not only prior experience, but also success in the league. George Young earning a course. I don't disagree. Air Honky Live with T-Dog. Hit the like. Air Hanky. Improving the draft means they have to suck. I think Mara knows this and accepts the plan. I love it when a plan comes together. Too bad it doesn't come together for the Giants. Do we even watch the Carolina game? You have Bryce Young came in and won yesterday. Bryce Young won yesterday. Can we think about that for a second? And everyone wants to trade for Bryce Young. But he beat a bad Saints team, threw for only 171 and a touchdown interception. He's only thrown for 694 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. And you have the red rifle. I don't know what he looks like injury-wise right now. But Bryce Young won yesterday. Could you imagine the Giants losing to Carolina? I literally might have a meltdown. I literally might have a meltdown if they lose to Carolina. Feel better, Tim. Only the Giants hire Joe Shane, Dable, and Jeffrey Shermer. I'm actually going to the Carolina game. Oh, Greg, I feel sorry for you. I'm not watching the Carolina game. Waste time. It's early in the morning. The Panthers is in on the Ward Bowl. I think we watch. I don't know if I can. Dennis Allen got fired. Meanwhile, Joe Shane and Brian Dable have jobs. Daniel Jones is 2 for 7. Daniel Jones hasn't been relevant since 2022. And he wasn't even that relevant then. But we keep trucking his ass out there. Like he is going to be the savior. I always love it because people are like, you would never say any of this to Daniel Jones' face. Saddle up, Buttercup. Because I would say anything to anybody. I'm not one of these guys that goes to games, goes on the field and hides. We knew the Panthers, Browns, and the Raiders. Yep. Here's the problem. A team on the rise would blow out the Panthers. Giants might win 14-7. So even a meaningless win. That's the other thing. It'll be a meaningless fucking win. Do you think the Giants will bench Daniel Jones this season? If they haven't benched him already, I don't know what they're waiting for. You're 2-7. What are you waiting for? Do you need a written fucking invitation? Because I can help you with that. I don't even know anymore. I'm more upset that they killed the squirrel in New York than I was watching it. I was more interested in the squirrel than watching the Giants. Since 2021, I've been rooting against Daniel Jones and Giants, but that way wins, I'll be happy. DJ's career record is worse than Dave Brown. What is Dave Brown's career record? I didn't know that. Is that true? Let's see. Let us see. I am typing. Hold on. Dave Brown. Dave Brown is 26-34. He's 23. He's 23-30. He's only 7 games under 500. Was at the post office, saw a man wanting a DJ poster. The head coach killer. Missing on 5-7. Lenny McKinney, Saquon. I don't know why we signed Waller. Trading for Banks. Trading up for Banks. The locker room is lost. Shane and Dale got to go. Oh my! I couldn't be a reporter. I would literally ask DJ, "Do you think you deserve $40 million?" Oh God, yeah. I asked a question during that fan fest. I thought his fucking head was going to explode. And I kept telling people that immediately. That's when I knew he was going to crack. Playing Daniel Jones is tanking, to be honest, Tim. I agree. Charlie says, which brings me to my next lesson. Don't smoke crack.
Gentlemen, what brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack.
OG knocks out facts. Daniel Jones, a new Ryan Leaf. I can't wrap my head around the fact that James showed up in the second half. Now he couldn't show up in the first half. I think it's just a fact that he's not a suitable starter. He's not. We know he's not. Everyone hit the like button because I got to leave. All right, guys, I'm checking out of here. I'm making myself sick being here. But I just want to come on for a few and say, hey, I should feel better by tomorrow. So maybe we'll do a live stream on Wednesday. Check out that video to mañana. It's going to be a great video coming out mañana. Make sure you check out for that and hang on to that. But I do think I'm going to check out, guys. Because you want to know why? I'm dying. It's Tim's New York Giants right time. Powerball, they bring Blue LLC. I'm out of here, guys. Just want to jump on the mic for a half hour or so. Peace.